All right. It has been a super long time since I have posted anything, and I'm here to explain why I haven't. I'm I did an investigation. This was about 4 or 5 months ago, and we were up at a house that was used to be a school in Walkerville, and those of you from Butte know probably what place I'm talking about. We went up there because something really bad was up there, and we had went up there with the purpose of getting it out. We had gotten information. We had tried to do the best that we could. The thing that was up there was a demon, and he calls himself Beelzebub. I didn't believe it at first. I just was thinking, how could somebody this big on the food chain? He's one of the seven princes of hell, so it's like this is small fish to him. So this couldn't be him. So my wife says, you need to really watch that series. And the series I'm talking about is Ghost Town Terrors. At first, I didn't want to watch it because I try to boycott a lot of those shows because I did a lot of research on them. And, a lot of them are fake and they use soundboards and whatnot. I've worked on a couple shows myself. I worked on Ghosts of Montana. I think that's what it was called. That was here 2-3 years ago, I think. Got fired because I was a paranormal investigator. Why would they fire me if I was a paranormal investigator? It's a paranormal show. But anyways, I did work on Ghost Adventures and whatnot. And yeah, ghosts, they make a lot of money for a lot of people, I don't want to be that person. I care about views because I care about the truth getting out there. I don't care about being rich or any of that stuff because I'm not rich. Matter of fact, I'm dirt poor and I am grateful for the things that I have. But I wanted to turn this channel into something more than what it was or is. But before I go on to that, I want to finish the story about the house. So we're up at this house. We get the EVP that it's Beelzebub. I end up watching the show Ghost Town Terror. They started off in Deer Lodge, Anaconda, and every time the guy did an EVP, he got the same name. So come to find out, the people that own this property had Ghost Town Terrors there, and that's why this thing was released into their house. They opened a portal and never closed it. So we went up there and did our investigation, and then we took our steps to cleansing the place. So we went and we got a priest, okay? And this priest came in, and he's an Irish priest. He's been here a while. I forget what the guy's name was. We were sitting at the table, and this table is long. It's like one of those tables you would see in like a kingdom, And there was me, my wife, the two occupants of the house, and the priest. All of a sudden, with our ears, we hear this growl, this loud growl. And we look at each other, and the priest is just doing his thing like he's not fazed by anything. I'm thinking that's kind of weird. We hear this growl down the hall, and everybody looks but him. But oh well. He gets out his holy water, and he starts doing his thing with the prayers and whatnot, this and that. And so we get into the gym, and my wife records another EVP. And on this EVP, and I'll have to find it. She has it, but I will have to find it and go through it and try to get that cleansed up. But in this EVP, when she asks, "Who are you?" she says, "I am blessed." It says, "I am blessed Beelzebub." While the priest is there doing the holy water thing, and then at the very end of it, as we're walking out the door, the priest says, "I've been doing this a very long time, and I am very in tune to spirits. I'm telling you right now, there's no spirits here." And I'm just thinking, this demon was so powerful that it blocked whatever this priest had did, for whatever reason. They contacted the Travel Channel to tell them what had happened and what they did. They needed to fix it. This is before the priest, and this is why we got the priest, actually. the Travel Channel gets a hold of him, you know, the main guy, whoever he is, I forget his name. Like I said, I didn't really pay attention. Kind of pissed at what they did. Anyways, they said, okay, yeah, we will come down. We want to interview John and Helen on the 19th because we found it. You know, we found what was there. But they didn't tell them we want to film this. Nobody knew this. So they were supposed to be there 19th and the 20th of last December, and they showed up on the 20th, wanted to film, and the occupants of the house told them, no, you're not filming. And so they blew them off. They blew them off. So after the whole priest thing, we never heard from the occupants of the house again, and I hope they're doing well. We've reached out to them a couple different times within a 2-week time span and no response. So we just, you know, we're not going to blow people's phones up if people don't want the help. You know, and it wasn't like we were charging them. It was free, you know. We never charge. I don't believe in it, you know. I believe that, you know, God will provide everything that I need, and I just want to help people. That's it. But now what I want to talk to you about is more or less, there's a lot of shit going on in the world, and, you know, I want to make consistent videos of just my life and what I do. You know, if there's ghost hunting involved, there's ghost hunting involved. If people watch my life, cool, you know. And it's not for any specific reason other than I want people to see how, you know, regular people that are less fortunate than other people are, I want you to see how they live and how they survive and what they exactly go through, the pain, the suffering. You're going to see good moments. You're probably going to see bad moments. You're going to see truth and honesty. You're just going to see me doing what I do, whether it's gaming or watching a movie or eating food or at the doctor, which I just left because I went and seen a therapist because I had to talk to somebody about what's been going on in my head and in my life, you know. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know. I don't have everything figured out like most people think they do. I haven't lived a good life, and that's not what I'm here to talk about either. I don't want sympathy. I, you know, would like friendship, and I would like people to, you know, spread the good word that, you know, Jesus is coming back and that there is still hope. And apologies to you if you are not in the faith of believing in Christ. Not trying to make you mad or be disrespectful, but this video will be about everything, about what I like, what, you know, these videos will be about what I like, what I love, what I dislike, my thoughts. Sometimes if I just want to sit and have a conversation, you know, I can just put my thoughts out there and, you know, hopefully get responses. Who knows? I'm not looking to win a popularity contest, not at all. I just want people to know me for me. People can like me, love me, or hate me. You know, my goal in life is whatever time I have left, I want to try to help as many people as I can and do what I can to try to make the world a better place, one person at a time. I believe that we have the power and the capability to do that, to turn it around. We struggle right now with government because our government's corrupt, and there are people out there that are so blinded by our government that they think that they're the best thing that's happened since chocolate cake. Well, let me tell you, they're not. There are people out there willing to make a difference. I'm one of them, and I'm willing to go the extra mile to do whatever it takes. Bear with me. I am a husband. I am a father. I am a demonologist, a paranormal investigator. I am a Christian. I am a man. I am a convicted felon. Yeah. But I'm also a good person who has a really big heart, who does not want to be defined by a bald head, a goatee, and tattoos and my size. You know, I got fired. I was a kitchen manager at the Montana Club, and I got fired on May 1st due to my employees were intimidated by me. You know, I'm not saying that I was the nicest guy to work with, but I worked in a kitchen and I always believed that if people are paying money for their food, for a good meal, then that's what they need to get, nothing less. So, you know, I guess people would call me Gordon Ramsay, and that's fine, whatever. I'll always take pride in what I do. Doesn't matter. You know, I didn't grow up in family, money, or any of that. My parents weren't rich. They were drug addicts. My family was alcoholics. Dad, my biological father, was a sick, perverted man. So I didn't grow up in a great setting. I had to make a path for myself in this world and try to carve it out. I went about it wrong in the beginning, but I didn't live a good life either. But I'm on the right path now, and I believe everything I went through, God had me go through that for a reason. A reason. So if you guys are interested in watching to see how my life progresses, we are moving to Missouri at the end of August, and I'm going to try to make a lot of videos in whatever I'm doing. Currently, right now, I'm going to the bank to take out $450. I'm going to go pay my rent. I'm going to go to the pot shop and get some weed, probably grab some lunch, and go home and game. So, all right, we'll talk soon.